Good morning and welcome to Respect and Disrespect on today's live, only on Equa Television Africa. I have two respectful people in the studio with me. They are surprised I'm calling them respectful people. I'm sure they are very, very surprised. Sele and Joyce, how are you?
Fine.
Are you planning to respect me or disrespect me on the show?
Respect.
As always, to respect you.
It took you time to say it like you
I
have.
was waiting for Sele to talk first. We didn't want to chorus it.
Praise the Lord.
Amen.
What is respect, Joyce? Sele, what is disrespect?
Okay, respect to me is honor. Respect to me is value.
They asked you for disrespect.
You said?
He asked you for disrespect.
No, okay, disrespect.
You've already answered respect, so go
Okay,
ahead.
let me continue with the respect.
I should continue hosting the show. Go ahead.
Okay, respect to me is honor and value. And so if I'm disrespectful, that means I don't value you, or I don't honor, or I'm not.
Which one are you talking about now? Respect or disrespect?
Okay, let me stick to one.
Okay.
Respect is honor, value.
I don't know why you are disrespecting me on this show.
I didn't mean to.
Okay.
Please go ahead. Sorry, pardon me.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is how far we can go on the show today. We have not gone too far. People are disrespecting me on the topic respect and disrespect. Sele, what is respect?
Okay, respect is honor.
You have said it before.
And okay, and I think another thing, value thing about or a very important thing to me about respect is the fact that accepting who you are or your opinion, regardless of whether I love it or not. So that's what I believe respect should be, whether we're on the same page or not, but I should respect your opinion or what you say about it.
Joyce, what is disrespect?
Disrespect is the opposite of respect. So it's a lack of respect, like lack of showing respect, lack of courtesy, and thinking very low of someone.
Who should be respected?
Everyone should be respected.
Who should be disrespected?
Nobody.
So why do we have the word disrespect if nobody should be disrespected?
Because it happens.
So that means there are people that should be disrespected.
No.
Okay.
Nobody deserves to be disrespected because it's just that sometimes people's attitude calls for disrespect, but nobody deserves to be
Okay, so when it calls for disrespect, what happens? Have you
call
ever
them to order.
disrespected someone?
Yes, I believe I have.
Have you ever disrespected someone?
Yes.
Have you ever respected someone?
Yes.
Have you ever respected? Why did you disrespect?
Unconsciously.
You were in the hospital where you disrespected.
No.
You were under some oxygen and all that where you
No,
had,
you know, while I was reading more about disrespect, I discovered that there are things I did. I didn't know that actually disrespecting, being disrespectful. Because all this while, my idea of what disrespect was, I got to discover that it's way beyond what I believe disrespect should be. Because if I don't respect people's opinion, and I'm bent on you have to do things my own way, I'm disrespecting you. And I got to discover that. So I have been disrespectful, which I didn't know I was.
Okay, I've disrespected, and maybe from the reasons that the person, disrespected me, and it was just like not a deliberate. It wasn't that, but. No, I can't say that like, okay, I did it deliberately, or I just felt, okay, I should, take back my respect for that person, and or stop admiring the person the certain way that I've always just, when you stop the admiration, that means it won't be before, and the person might tell.
How people define it, or we should work with the pre-existing definition of respect.
Are they not the same thing?
They are not. Okay. They are not. We just had a show some days back, and when we talked about LGBTQ, and we talked about women being abused sexually at home. And that's what the man wants. She doesn't want it. So when she doesn't do it, it's disrespect to him.
Yes.
So is that the definition, global definition of disrespect? No, it's not.
No.
So should we respect people based on the global definition of respect, or we should respect people based on what they call respect?
Based on what they call respect.
It should be based on what they call respect, because we have our own, just like you said, we have our own definition of respect. You know, one thing can mean respect to you, the same thing can mean disrespect to Sele.
How many people do you know in this world?
Wow, uncountable.
Okay, so you have uncountable patterns of disrespect and respect.
It's based on your relationship with people. So
how many people are following you on Instagram?
More than 1,000.
Okay, do you know them?
Some of them, no.
Okay, do you respect them?
I respect their opinions.
How?
I don't. Okay, Instagram is a social platform where sometimes
there are people in your life. So we are not here to define what Instagram is. We are talking about respect and disrespect. And you've known that much people.
Yes.
And you said, in your exact words, that respect should be based on what people call it, not the global definition of it. Excuse me. You want to attack respect from that viewpoint. So you should be able to know how the over 1,000 people on your Instagram want to post, and you read it. So how do you deal? We have less than 1 hour to talk about that. And we're talking about two things, respect and disrespect. Are you your handles?
I will maintain a mutual understanding with all of them, and a mutual respect too, respecting their
How would you know
wishes.
that is mutual respect? It's representing all the others. So you have 1,000 people on your Instagram. Let's work with 1,000. So how do you deal with 1,000 people?
You know, it's hard to really put it in that instance, because social media, Instagram is, you know, and there are some people that you don't know on personal basis. So you don't even know their moods, their character.
So why are they on your Instagram?
Some maybe based on hello, hi. You know, we met randomly, they started following, okay, what's your social media? And they started following, or they see you on TV, or they've seen you somewhere, you know, understand, they Google you, they search for you, and they started following based on maybe what you do, and maybe this is what they want to do, and they follow up, you understand, all these things. So there are so many ways where how people follow you on social media.
I have 4 accounts. I don't know where the other one is on Facebook. And I'll tell you why I'm telling you that. They were all brained up, like Facebook can do 5,000. The first one did 5,000. I opened another one, it did 5,000. I opened another one, it did 5,000. So I opened a fourth one. Within 2 weeks, it hit 5,000. So I started wondering, I don't even know all these people. And you know what? Because I didn't know them, I accepted them as friends. They started sending me things that were against things I believe.
Okay.
For them, they're trading, whether it is their body, whether it is a product, whether it is a clothes, whatever it is. For them, they are just trading. For me, it was disrespectful. You came into my private space, inboxing me stuff I don't need. So you know what I started doing? I'll make a post, and I see those that are regularly following the post. Those that don't care, they are bothered about selling stuff to me. I started removing them so that I can avoid disrespect. You cannot keep people you don't need in your life and complain later that they have behaved this type of way to you. Do you understand the point? Have you ever had people who have behaved in a very funny manner? You're like, I just met this lady like 2 weeks ago. She's already giving me attitude. And then you start calling your friends. Maria, you are the one that brought this girl to my house. See what she's sending me.
True.
It has happened to you, right?
Yes.
We don't guard our territory. Remember recently I posted something on the platform and I asked, what does it mean to keep a tight... You have to have that. You have to have that. You don't need too many friends in this life. There are people, well, social media is a place of, we just socialize and all of that. Then one comment is setting you ablaze the whole week.
It's true.
It's true.
Have you ever had that experience where someone would just go on, maybe on a wall, and just post what is in their mind? Because Facebook will ask you, what is in your
mind? And Twitter is the worst place where you see, because
no, I'm not there.
People are
I'm not there. You know why? I'm not there because people can insult you on Twitter based on what they saw on your Facebook. People can pick things like memes are raining right now. People can just be funny to you because you have an account. And you don't have the right to be angry. Nobody reads the terms and the conditions for all of these platforms. They are bulky. Like when you start complaining, XYZ bank is taking money from me, is doing this. There is a page, there is, when you were filling that form for the account, there was something very long that they reduced the font. And then you don't have time to read it.
You just go to
all of these charges are embedded in these things that you hated reading. So when you start telling the bank this, they tell you, we didn't quite spell it, but we wrote in the terms and conditions that that's how they talk when they are pleading with you. We wrote in the terms and conditions, calm down, ma, calm down, and let me explain. We wrote in the terms and conditions that anytime CBN changes a policy, we will abide by it. We are following CBN policy. If you browse the CBN website, who has time to browse CBN website? Who's CBN app? Do you get the point?
Yes.
So there are so many things. If you want to avoid disrespect, it starts with you.
True. Exactly.
It starts with you. Have you ever been in a bus, like the big bus, like the bus that takes almost 50 people? They are mostly found in Abuja. You just entered and somebody at the back seat is disrespecting you. It's not possible. He doesn't know you. You are all in a bus. But people can come up and show you, it's not disrespect now, but they can just, what's the word now? They can just do whatever they want because of how they feel. Madam, shift now. Now you buy this bus. It's not disrespect because they don't know you. What should they respect?
But that's not a polite way of talking.
That's the point. They are being impolite in their approach. But you can't call that disrespect. Disrespect happens to people that you know. People you have something to do with. I'm sure you are finding out disrespect from a different... Can you imagine that somebody will leave, let's say, a different office in Ekwa and come to disrespect you and go back?
It's possible.
Okay, because the person knows you or not.
No, even without knowing, and now.
No, as in, can you just, tell me the names of the people that are working in Ekwa Central Pharmacy?
I don't know them.
Can you just walk from this office now and say, let me go and disrespect one of them and come back? No, something must happen. Something must happen that will lead to a disrespect.
What about people that have it in their behavior?
To do
like
what?
It's a character to just disrespect people.
I'm looking for a word to qualify that. I'm looking for a word to qualify that. Personally, I don't consider disrespect as something you don't even know you are doing. It's your character.
Because we said disrespect is lack of courtesy.
What word? Maybe the word will come later. But I am just letting you know that nobody from nowhere can just walk up, disrespect you and go.
Okay.
They can come and what's the word? But the word will come eventually. But disrespect is mostly born out of people who know you. Mostly born out of people who know you. There are some people who have a character they don't know is disrespectful until they are told. Have you ever been, maybe let me say offend, to offend people. I think that's the word I'm looking for. People can come to offend you, but offense is committed to people that are known and are not known.
But we said disrespect, it's peculiar to what respect is to me. So you might offend me, but I find it disrespectful. But
we're talking about respect and disrespectful, right? And I said people will, what word did I just use now?
Offend.
Offend you is an offense. Okay. It can be a disrespectful offense or a disrespectful act. Do you understand? But you see, an offense is committed whether you know people or not.
Yes.
A thief doesn't come to your house because you are friends. They come because they know the house looks like there's something. But they don't know the people who live there. It's an offense. You get, I'm just trying to paint a picture that when you avoid certain types of people, you expect to be offended, but not disrespected. When you are disrespected, of course, you'll be offended.
Yes.
But I'm just trying to separate the word for you to understand that the closer you keep your space, the less your chances of being disrespected. You know, you can be offended by a lot of people. You drive. Somebody will just come and do a terrible driving. You are busy cursing, he is on his way. You might even park and start looking for people. Look at that car going. You people didn't see. But the guy is gone. He offended you. But he disrespected the law. Because he knew the law. But he offended you. You are not the law. He doesn't know you. So I just want to maybe look at it from that perspective, you know. It might not be globally accepted, but I'm just saying the way I understand it, you only disrespect people you know. You respect people you know. There are people that you will meet, they will be like, hey, what's up? They greet you like this. They say, this is the GM of Equa TV. Sir, well done. They just knew me. They attached that name. And then they greeted everybody like this. And they said, and then he brought his hand this way. You see, he offended us because he didn't know us. At that point, there's no point for respect or regard. It's common. It's typical of people. It's typical of people. You know, in Equa, see them walking, you know, they don't care. They just walk into the church like every other person. They walk in, they sit down, and then maybe while you are entering the door, you even push them. This man don't see all these pastors that are behaving like they can't see. Later they will say, I will invite the Equa president to come and give us a speech. If you are watching from outside of Nigeria, do you know I shoved this man by the door when I was walking in earlier? Wow, so this is Equa president? Some people, you don't have to know people, but you have to have that culture of respect.
Yes.
We have heard and watched stories over time that people have been so unkind to certain people, not knowing later that this was the person you are looking for the interview, or the owner of the company, and all of that. So you just have to try by every means necessary to see that you are respectful in your ways. They sent you to an office, you come and see maybe Jeff dressed in suit, and he's going into the studio to mix a jingle. Not even a Jeff is one staff we have, is in the sound department. So maybe he's going to mix a 1-minute advert that is not even as powerful as a song, and is a perishable content. So he wore suit, and when you see him, you'll be like, good afternoon, sir. Yes, sir. Because of how he was dressed, please, I came to look for Miss Sela Elisha. I don't know. Okay. She's right there, you know. If you enter, just there's somebody there you meet. And while he's describing, somebody just walks out in jeans and t-shirt. You'll be like, maybe he even push Jeff while walking. What's wrong with this man? He can't see. That's the EMS director. The director of EMS. Good morning, sir. I didn't even know. They were just telling me that. So you looked at someone because of how he was dressed, and you said, this will be the boss. And you looked at someone that was dressed maybe for work, particular kind of thing he had for the day, that way, and then you look at him as somebody that cannot afford a suit. So he shouldn't be respected. Offense is tagged to respect and disrespect. Because if you understand the concept of respect, you will not offend people. If you don't understand the concept of respect, disrespect will be, you will offend people and you won't care. I heard a guy making a phone call yesterday, I stopped at the store to buy something. He was just cursing from beginning to the end. He stood at the dark spot. He was cursing. So he came and met the lady who has the provision store, and he said, please, I wanted to buy. She just said, because of what you are saying on phone, I don't know you, I'm not selling anything to you. He said no, that what he wanted, he was waiting for somebody to send him money, that he wanted to use POS withdraw, and the person refused to send the money. So the woman just started locking up her shop, the inner burglar. She started locking it up because of the language, how the guy was talking. He sounded like a thief. And then he came to tell her he didn't even have money to buy it. He was telling her that if this money is sent, that he will pay. Now, had this guy, met this lady and was polite in his approach and just tell her, I'm waiting for somebody to send me something. Before then, can you just give me Coke and bread? I'll wait here. Well, she might do it. But you were disrespectful not to her, to somebody else, and she heard. That's somebody how much more her that you don't even know.
I would transfer that.
Yeah.
So if we're talking about respect, and we're talking about disrespect, it is extended to every facet of life. Look at law. In Nigeria, we have law.
Yes.
We have rules, we have regulations, we have the traffic laws, we have but who cares about that? The government builds a pedestal bridge where you should cross, but people will cross on the road, on the highway. Who cares about that? And a car is knocked, the same people will gather and burn that vehicle. You are being disrespectful to the law of the federal government of Nigeria. You broke something in an organization. Everybody was asked. There is no way. Okay, let's remove your legs from that table. Let's wait. Let the table tumble by yourself and break one leg. Please be quiet so that it will tumble. It doesn't work that way. It is somebody that in the process, sir, I manage even if they shouted at you, God is happy with you. Why? Because you owned up to a responsibility. We will respect you more if you learn to tell the truth.
But can I ask something, like, can we say fear gives birth to respect? Because I know sometimes we do mistaken these two words.
That's not respect.
Respect and
That's
fear.
not, when you honor somebody because you are afraid of the person, you cannot call it respect. It was born out of something that can live. She's head of programs, and you respect her, and tomorrow she did something, I told her to join them at the gate. You have become a security. It's you that will, where is this gate, woman? Come and open this gate now. Forgetting that she used to be your boss. So the respect you had for her is not even because of who she is. It's because of what she is. You see? So anything, like I would tell people, if you respect me because I have a position, you are respecting me for what I am. But if you look at this man and say, this man, you are this, you are that, I will respect you. Then you are respecting me for who I am. Even in the absence of the position, I will still get that respect from you. It's like somebody who prays because he's afraid. It's not answered. A prayer motivated by fear cannot be answered by God. Because the Bible says those who faint in the day of adversity, that your strength is small. That means when adversity comes, you've not gathered strength, you are failing. See, you can't cry and start because you are afraid. Just at that point, you start looking for, no. It doesn't work that way. People must earn respect. You must earn it. There are people, no matter how you earn respect, they look at you and disrespect you. Yes. It is their nature. It is their nature. Go to church on a Sunday. See how people behave in church. Church is supposed to be the house of God. People don't respect the house of God. They don't respect the landlord. Is it you that is also a member that they will respect?
No.
So there are people who have made up their mind that even God will disrespect him. So if people can do that, what do you think you will earn respect from them no matter what you do?
Nothing.
Haven't you heard people insulting Ekwa president? Haven't you heard people insulting their pastor? Haven't you seen people insulting their governor? Haven't you seen people? And the Bible says God elects these people. No matter how wicked they are, God allows them to be there. You cannot decide because somebody has lost it as your leader, you will disrespect him. God will not punish the person. You are the one. The Bible says judgment is of the Lord, right?
Yes.
So who are you to judge?
Nobody.
Who are you to put pen to paper and say these are the people that should be respected? These ones, no.
You've moved it from the surface, like how we've always seen it from the surface.
That is why I said we should
How
touch every
deep it is.
facet. When people look at respect, they look at respect as good morning, ma. No, that's not what respect is. Is a shallow, in fact, we have gone past that level of respect, because you can kneel down and greet me deep within you. You are standing on an iroko tree.
Because most people globally now, how they see respect is based on how they admire your achievements, they admire your position, you know, and they admire maybe some of the successes. Okay, because this person is this amount of respect, you know, should be given to the person. Now when the person leaves that position, or he's no more that kind of person, or when his attitude, you know, shows, you know, it tends to overshadow the respect that I have for
You are talking
him or
about
her.
accolades and commendations.
Yes.
They are not respect.
Most people tend to, you know, interchange the two or the three, you know, and place them as if they are respect. And there are a lot of people even tell you love has nothing to do with respect, but respect has a lot to do maybe respect has nothing to do with love, but love has a lot to do with respect. And this is the definition. You know, when you respect someone based on the global definition, and when you respect someone, you admire the person's achievement. You don't have to love the person, you know, to admire, or you don't even have to like the person to admire all these things. You just show respect, you don't show fear, just like you mentioned. You just show the respect. Okay, I respect you because, you know, and there are people that will even try to, okay, let me come closer to you, be my mentor, because I respect you because of this thing. Then there are times that you see in love, where you naturally love someone, you respect the person. You respect the person's wishes, you respect the person's, even if the person is, you don't regard him, you know, as anything, or he doesn't, or he's not a big name, he's not a big shot, but just because of that love, you tend to respect. It's just like, okay, being married, you know, you are the breadwinner. As a woman, you're the breadwinner of the family, your husband is not working. Does that mean that the disrespect will start coming? No, but when you love, you know, you tend to respect. That's why I said, I made that clarification of love being a respect and respect not being, you know, because you tend to respect him even with or without him providing. You tend to respect him not because, okay, he used to, okay, he brings this amount of money, or he doesn't bring that amount of money. But generally, how we see it globally is as if, okay, like most people will say, respect is reciprocal, or respect should be earned. That means if you do not earn the respect, you shouldn't expect that I should respect you no matter who you are. And there are some people that will even show you, you understand, like, okay, you know what, be you whatsoever, I would not respect you. Even that courtesy. There are people that you made a clear definition of being offended, being polite, being rude, or there are times that you can go to an organization, you are trying to talk to the receptionist, hello, good morning, I am here to, how do you even look at you like, who is this one again speaking English or something, or maybe based on maybe structure or how you address, or you understand, they don't even know what you are there for, but they've already seen you, rated you, looked at, leveled you in some type of way, and they tend to, you know, okay, I don't know if to use the word disrespect now, but tend not to show you courtesy, or not to give you courtesy, or not to even they tend to offend you with their character. Then in the same scenario, you can see somebody, you know, coming into the place all dressed up, or someone they are familiar with, and you see they try to, is it now to pretend or to show some attitude like, okay, good morning, ma, and you'll be wondering, oh, so this person has some level of respect in him or her, but he chooses who, you understand, to regard or not to regard. You know, people can be defined by that. So there is a thin line between that respect and disrespect, and offense. Because if we don't really, you've taken our time to really explain it. But if you look at it deep, is as if most people expect, okay, no matter what, I should be respected. Most people expect, okay, no matter who this person is, I should respect the person, because the person has rights to his opinions, has rights to whatsoever. He's a human, so he should be respected. And just like Sele said from the beginning, everybody should be respected. But there are people that, no matter how you tend to respect, they still act in some certain way. So how will you call that?
Okay, you don't lose your head because somebody doesn't have head on his neck. You keep playing your part. Don't disrespect. Most staff in Ekwa TV or other places I've been, and even companies that I've headed, I tell them, respect everybody, but don't let anybody disrespect you. What does that mean? That means when you are to say good morning, say good morning. If there is a need to add a sir or a ma to it, do it. You see, when people say, you say, good morning, ma, hi, hi, and then they pass. Talk to them. It's like you don't. I have had a lot of people walk up to me to say, sir, this woman, even when I greet her, she doesn't answer. This man, when I greet him, he waves back and all of that. Talk to them. Joyce, is there a problem? When I say good morning, ma, you either say hi and pass, or sometimes you don't even answer. Did I do something? Hey, what are you talking to me about? Please don't disturb me. What gives you the audacity to come to me this way? And stop greeting people like that. That is what it means by don't let anybody disrespect you. I'm saying it on a Christian television. Stop greeting people like that. There are people who are entitled. They are bumped up from one position to the other. Suddenly, even the person who gave you that position becomes small in your own eyes. So people tell you, good morning, sir. Hey, Sele, now, how are you doing? How is your mom? How is everybody? It's fine. It doesn't cost you anything but courtesy and effort. So when you do that, people can open up more to you. I slept late yesterday, and do you know why? A lot of the people who I work with have been sending messages and even be calling that the meeting that we had yesterday was one of the most fruitful meetings for them. People that are not even close to each other. And I was like, oh wow, to me that's respect. Whether they mean it or not, that is respect. Respect because I was the one in front. No, respect because they made something helpful out of it. Respect is deep. Respect is not, sir, your car is dirty, can I wash it? How much does it cost to wash a car?
But that's someone's way of showing.
If that is someone's way of showing appreciation, and that is what they can do at that point for you to know they appreciate, you will know. You will know. Because yesterday we talked about respect in the office. Coincidentally, today is a topic that was selected about over a week ago to talk about. What did we call respect? What did we define respect as? Can you remember one of the things we defined respect as? What was it?
Respect is mostly like regarding someone, regarding his own space, more like that, and showing that, okay, you admire maybe his work, you appreciate his personality, you appreciate the strengths. It was deep,
and we brought it to work.
Yes.
And then we said, you don't have to look at the person.
Yes.
Said disregard the seat, but look at the position.
Do you understand? You don't have to look at the person. You look at the nomenclature, the environment that the person occupies. It gives rise, if somebody walks past the GM and doesn't greet the GM, the GM should resign?
No.
If the person is extremely productive, but he doesn't care about things that are personal between him or her and the GM, what should the GM care? I'm giving you a job. I gave you work to do. Before I get back to my desk, you have done it. And it's accurate and perfect. For me, that is respect. It's beyond coming to my office to say, sir, we appreciate you. We saw extra on our salary. Oh, you paid us early. You are a this, you are a that. That's not respect.
Supposed to be.
That's just an appreciation.
But
Yeah,
that's
people
from
have-
your viewpoint.
No.
It's a general.
Yes.
But okay, what
Joyce,
about
think
people
about
that
it. Joyce, think about
differently?
it. Joyce, think about it. And that's a good point you brought. But let me help them. People don't come to you to say thank you. People don't come to you to appreciate what you are doing until you do something that affects them personally before they come to appreciate. Is that respect?
Well, just
It's not.
Okay, sir.
Listen. Let me tell you something. You had a show that was going on air today, right? And there was a technical hitch. The show couldn't go on air. Till I came to the office, I rectified the issue, but you had the show at a different time and all that. And then you come to worship me because I did something in my station that worked. You think that's respect? I respect the organization personally. That was why I did that. Who's paying me for that? Nobody. If I didn't say it on the show, who would know that this happened? Nobody. Respect is deeper than what we call it. Respect is most of the time not what we call respect.
So it's like, okay, this is deep and it's to clear my own understanding and maybe for people.
Have you ever have you been working in Equa TV?
Yes.
How many times did people come to tell you they are grateful, even me, for what you have done?
I can count
Hardly.
on one.
Huh?
I can count.
On one hand.
Yes.
Okay. Do you get paid at the end of the month?
I do.
Okay. Now think about it. How many people work under you in Equa Television?
But there are so many.
Okay. In the last 3 days, how many people came to you and say, Ma, I am grateful for everything. Thank you. None? Buy all of them lunch today and see. If all of them don't come to say thank you, call me a liar.
But okay.
No, I get your point.
Listen. If all of them don't come to say thank you, call me a liar.
Okay.
We are so quick to forget the impact that are not seen, but they are living within us for a very long period of time. This is not for people to expect appreciation all the time, but it is for people, it is expected that people are appreciative in their ways. It is counted as respect to the person that has been teaching you for free.
Okay. Here's the thing. I've always.
Did you
used
go to school?
think- Yes.
Okay. Let's say you didn't pay school fees for a year. What would happen to you?
Out of school.
Huh?
Out of school.
Out of school.
Okay. But you paid. What did the lecturers do when you paid? What did they do when you paid?
They lecture me on things.
So you should go and do a party that a lecturer came to your class.
No, not that.
That is
might
it.
be.
You appreciate them, right? Yes. But there are some lecturers that today, when you see them on the road, you won't even go and greet them.
Yes.
Why? Because they were innovative, they are everything, but they tried to sleep with you, they tried to fail you for wrong reasons, they tried to do all of these things. You keep remembering things like that. Do you? Maybe if you had, that you will keep remembering it. But the people that have been kind to you, you have forgotten. You just remember, oh, wow, this man was very nice and all that. You don't even think about it. But anytime a situation is presented in a negative manner, you remember all these people. You even meant, Lecturer Gyang, do you know what he did? He failed me. I got 68. He gave me 32. Why? Because he said we should meet him somewhere. We didn't go. Sele went. She got 90 over 100. Respect is something very deep. Very, very deep. The way we look at respect, I think is just maybe how we are trained to see what respect is.
Okay.
We respect people, their personality, the things they do to us. That's how we attach respect.
Okay, sir. I want to ask this. It's a long question. Maybe in explaining it for people to understand if this is respect or not. Because I see that you see respect differently from
I mean, no, everybody does not have to agree with what I'm saying, but I'm just saying that
yes,
personally,
I
look
want
at
people to
respect
understand your own viewpoint. You understand? Because it's deep. And maybe we've always termed it differently or categorized it differently and calling it something else aside respect and all. You've explained it beautifully and I understand, okay, these are the things and this is how you stand, you know, when it comes to respect, and so many other things that any other person can do, you won't see it as respect, you know, but it's not general to every other person. But in explaining it, you know, that's why I'm trying to ask these more questions. You asked me a question, if maybe the 3 days back, if someone that I'm working with has, they're not like, okay, based on regarding my position or anything, just coming to say, okay, I am grateful, this is that, then maybe they send messages. No, there are times that maybe I just call somebody's attention. Maybe I feel the person is drifting away from a responsibility. I will just call the person's attention, advice, and before you know, the person is grateful. Is that respect or is not?
For me, it's just appreciation.
It's appreciation, okay.
Because respect, it comes even when you don't expect it. This one you should expect when you buy something. People should come and say thank you. So you expect it. If you're expecting something from someone, do you really earn it?
Okay.
Do you understand my point?
Yes.
Something that you are not expecting, but it comes. It surprises you. Especially when the people are genuine in their appreciation or in their telling you what you have done. Impact is not easy to come by, Joyce. It's not. People, think about it. You studied English. What has that got to do with mass communication? Just speaking good English. But look at people who went to do mass communication, spending money, taking classes to do what you could do freely. Think about it. You were impacted at various points. You went to YouTube to study a lot of things. There are people in your life that are teaching you. There are all of these things. If you don't call that respect for the people who got you to this level, what will you call it? Appreciation?
Okay, but okay, let's look at this instance now. Now I know what you like, or I know what you call respect, right? And I try to do what you all these things that you call respect. I try to do that. Like, okay, maybe you stand in front of us, talk to us that, okay, this is it, this is that, and the rest, and people send you messages, and maybe me, I've never seen it that way. I see other things. Maybe I prefer to wash your car and I feel, okay, I'm respecting you, or I prefer to do some other things that I feel, okay, this is how I regard this man, and this is how to show my own respect to him, not appreciation, now, because maybe I've always defined it differently. Do you understand? But now that I know that these are the things, and I start doing them that way, will you regard them as respect?
No, I won't. Do you know why?
Why?
Because it's not your style, it's not your pattern, it's not your character, it's not your nature.
But you said
did
the
it.
way you
Listen, don't argue with it. You don't have to believe it.
It's not arguing.
No.
We are trying to understand.
But I'm trying to explain.
Okay.
Can you understand it if I don't explain it?
No. It's not just the two of us that are watching, let's say, participating on this show, because we have so many other people.
Just because I said I look at it this way as respect does not mean people should start doing it for me to consider it as respect. That's not what it means. It means that people take it that way as respect. I see respect that way. I don't see I'm not saying appreciation is respect, but I'm saying that somebody will sit so still to listen to you and even let you know the points that they picked from it. If you don't respect somebody, how can you listen to the person, concentrate, pay attention, and make use of what they are saying to the extent that you can quote it hours later? Why are you quiet?
Because there are instances that I might not respect someone, I might not like the person but I see he's making sense, and I want to benefit from the impact. You understand? So I can listen, pick my points, and
get
act
out
and move on. Don't you think there are cases like that? It mustn't be.
So because there are cases like that, I should not hold on to my opinion.
No, I am not saying you should.
What are you saying?
It's a general thing, teaching people to understand how respect is. This is your own viewpoint.
What is respect, Joyce? What do you understand by respect?
So respect for me is.
Oh, Joyce, Kai, we appreciate what you're doing. Okay, what is respect?
Respect for me is regarding me. You understand? Acknowledging my, what would I say? Not really effort, like who I am, what I am, and my.
What is different?
Not my position.
What is different about that to what I just said? Explain it.
There is nothing different, but maybe the instances that you made.
There's nothing different. You said appreciating what? What did you just call respect now?
Regarding me, regarding my entirety, it mustn't do with my position or whatsoever.
So you think the people, like we are talking about what I said, you think the people that said that is because I'm GM?
Yeah, mostly.
No.
Sir,
Okay. We had somebody who came here days back to talk to us.
Yes.
You think people didn't follow him back with appreciation?
They did.
Is it their GM?
No. He's not.
So why did they appreciate him thereafter?
Because of his knowledge, because of everything he talks, because of who he is.
Okay, like, let's say
sir, okay,
listen,
let's take this for example.
Hold on,
Give
Joyce.
me the same thing you thought yesterday. You understand? Let me do it. Do you think people will give me that same?
Let's say Joyce, let's say that when he was done with his lecture and a lady in the office came to say, this man spoke well, and when he was passing, he harassed me. What did he touched a part of my body that, and we asked him, he said, yeah, that the girl is fine, and he left. Will you appreciate him? You will not. You will not.
Yes.
You will not. You will not. You will not. You say because of his good, his that, all of, you will disregard all of that at that point and stop respecting him.
Yes.
So why are you arguing? Yes.
No,
why are you arguing?
No, we are not arguing.
Please, we want to understand.
You should understand what respect is. Respect extends to the depth of who someone is, not what he has achieved, not who he is, not the name that he has carved out for himself and all of that. There are a lot of people who loved R. Kelly so much.
Yes.
They would follow him, they would listen to him. He will sing a song, people will imbibe the pattern, do a lot of things. But when they heard that R. Kelly did this and did that and did that, how many times do you hear the name R. Kelly today?
Really?
How many times? Answer now. How many times?
Really?
Why?
Because of what he did, his character. And
You stopped respecting the man.
But
ladies and gentlemen, it's been today's live on Equa Television Africa. We talked about respect and disrespect. Time is out on us. Maybe we should consider the same topic tomorrow on today's live on Equa Television. On behalf of every staff of Equa Television, we thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to barge into you and talk about respect and disrespect, for allowing us to talk to you, and for sitting still to listen to us. You have respected the station, and we love you for that. We are grateful. Keep supporting Equa Television. Thank you, Equa Executive, for supporting what we are doing. We say God bless you, and we will see you tomorrow at 11. If you want to know whether the topic would continue or not, just stay tuned and watch us tomorrow at 11 a.m.